All right. Welcome everyone to the Academic Bowl Event National Championships for IAC for the middle school level. Can we give a round of applause to Heritage and Mayfield? Awesome. Great job making it here for all of our players. I'm going to have us quickly buzz in and tell everyone your name, just so we know who you are. And then after that, we will get started. Can we go down on the Heritage side first, starting furthest away from me and then coming towards me?
I'm Vasant.
Aryash.
Darsh.
Thank you. And now Mayfield, furthest away from me towards
Ichigan. Guy. Charlie. Jacob Malik.
And we have one more player on Heritage. Do you want to introduce yourself as well? Pranav, thank you. All right. Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Jaden. I'm going to be reading for you all today. This is Raven. And?
And I'm Natsume.
And we have?
Anupama.
And behind the camera?
Alan.
Thank you. All right. Is everyone ready to go? All right. Long awaited final round. Let's do this. Let's start with question number 1 of the first quarter. Ready? Ready? Good luck. This programming language was designed by Brendan Ike and has a standard created by ECMA International. The weakly typed behavior of this programming language means that strings can be added to numbers, and this programming language has a package manager called N. I have over here for Heritage.
Johnson.
That's it. Nice buzz. You got the points. Good job. All right. Here we go for question number 2. A group of these people from the Makassar Strait were the first to settle the Northern Mariana. I have Heritage right here.
Australians.
That's it. Nice buzz. That's 2 in a row. We're moving on to question number 3. Methanogens and acetogens fix CO2 in this process. I have over here for Mayfield.
Calvin.
Say it one more time, Fred.
Calvin cycle.
Yes, that's right.
Protest.
You may.
Photosynthesis should have been a prompt.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to enter that into.
Yeah.
So Heritage, that's question number 3 of quarter number 1. You buzzed in as I was saying. Rubisco, yes. And
It's always a
2. I did not prompt you, and you said photosynthesis.
yes.
And you think you should have been prompted, is that right?
Yes.
All right. So you should have been prompted. I'm submitting the protest. Can you let them know? Thank you. 34. Columbia 34. All right. We're going to wait just a second because this does affect our round. Do we have to stop? I think we have to stop real quick. We're going to let them on the test super fast, and then we'll get going. That's true. That's true. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I think that we can keep running the game because it will only affect us if the protest is accepted. Let's move on to question number 4 while we're waiting. In one novel by this author, Moses becomes the adopted son of Jethro of the land of Midian in an African American coded retelling of the book of Exodus. This person's only novel about a white person, Seraph on the Swanee, explores the lives of Arve Henson and her family in rural Florida. Janie Crawford runs off with Jody Starks, and I have over here for Heritage.
Sorry, Hurston.
That's it. Sports 10. Heritage, you got question 4. Here's question 5. This leader won his first term after his Liberal Party defeated a disorganized Conservative Party under Charles Tupper. Alongside Thomas Greenway, this leader proposed a solution to the Manitoba schools question. This leader's premiership saw the integration of Alberta and Saskatchewan into a confederation. For 10 points, name this politician known as the Great Conciliator. I have Heritage. I'm sorry, it's incorrect. For balancing English and French interests, the first French-Canadian Prime Minister of Canada. I have Mayfield 1.
Trudeau.
Sorry, it's incorrect. No penalty, no points. This is dead. This is Wilfrid Laurier. Yes, protest was ruled on and denied. We are going to keep going. So dead question on 5. And here's question number 6. A chloride of this element is a key component of green fireworks. The 10 isotope of this element, I have Mayfield 2. Sorry, it's incorrect. the primary nucleotide in the neutron capture therapy of cancer, and this element serves as a control rod in nuclear reactors. The non-Newtonian fluid oobleck is created by mixing a solution of this element with liquid glue. For 10 points, identify the second hardest element on the periodic table in its crystalline form. I have heritage 4. That's it for the points on question 6. Nice job. You're 7. This artist's career began after winning amateur night at the Apollo Theater in 1934, where this artist sang Hoagie Carmichael's Judy instead of performing a planned dance routine. This artist rose to fame as the featured singer for Chick Webb's orchestra, scoring a massive hit with a nursery rhyme adaptation titled A Tisket, a Tasket. For 10 points, name this jazz singer who often engaged in improvisational scat singing, and I have heritage 3. Sorry, that's incorrect. And created a 1956 album with Louis Armstrong. I have Mayfield 4.
Sterling.
That's the one. Mayfield with another point, or another 10 points rather. Here's number 8, and then we'll do a score check. In the work De Corpore, this thinker proposed an erroneous proof to squaring a circle, which resulted in a long feud with John Wallis. While in exile in France, this thinker served as a mathematics instructor to the future Charles II. In a 1651 work, this thinker stated that the state of nature was solitary, poor, nasty, brutish. I have heritage 4. That's the one. All right, can we do a quick score check starting with our electronic score sheet?
All right, so we have Heritage with 50 points and Mayfield with 20.
Does that track with what you have? Track with what you have? Perfect. All right. Any substitutions or protests before we move on? No subs? Okay. Everyone good on this side? Good on this side? Let's go on to quarter number 2. Let's do it. Here's question 1 of quarter 2. One author from this country, Daniel O. Fagunwa, pioneered literature in his native Yoruba language. I have heritage 5. That's the one. And here is your bonus. Another Nobel Prize winner from Africa is this white South African writer who tackled apartheid in novels like Burger's Daughter and July's People.
Actually, no. It's either. It's
Answer.
Gormir.
Yes, that's right. Just in time for another 10 points. Here's question 2. The argument of one of these numbers is defined to be the angle between a positive axis and the line between the origin and that number. The conjugate of these numbers acts distributively over operations like addition and is denoted with a bar on top of I have heritage 3.
Complex numbers.
You got it. Here's your bonus. This theorem states that any non-constant polynomial of one variable with coefficients that are complex numbers has at least one root that is a complex number.
Yeah, I think so. Fundamental theorem of algebra.
You got it. For the bonus. Here's number 3. One song by this group plays as the 9th Infantry Division lands to participate in Operation Palm Beach in the movie Forrest Gump. This band, whose members include Stu Clifford, were associated with swamp rock, despite their origins in the California Bay Area, and a hit song by this band repeats the line, "It Ain't Me," in protest of the Vietnam War. For 10 points, identify this rock band that was led by John Fogerty and known for Fortunate Son and Have You Ever Seen the Rain? I have heritage 4. Sorry, it's incorrect. I have Maple 1.
Beach Boys.
Sorry, incorrect. This is Creedence Clearwater Revival, or CCR.
Both the parents.
And here's question number 4 after 3 went dead. The corpse of Mercy Brown was exhumed as panic of a scare involving these mythical beings in New England, triggered by an outbreak of tuberculosis. I have heritage 4. I'm sorry, it's incorrect. John William Polidori published the first modern novel based on these beings, written during a competition with Mary Shelley. Carmia, and the film Nosferatu were also based on these beings, on which Bram Stoker also has based his best-known novel. For 10 points, names mythical monsters that inspired the novel Dracula. I have Mayfield 4.
Vampires.
You got it for 10. Here's your bonus. Dracula was inspired by this Prince of Wallachia, who ruled during the 15th century and was infamous for his cruelty.
Vlad the Impaler final.
Yes, that's it for the bonus. Nice job. Here's question number 5. The quantile function for this distribution standard form is the Probit function, which can be described via the inverse error function. The tail distribution function associated with this distribution is called the Q function. The 3 sigma rule states that for this distribution, I have heritage number 4. Yes! Got it. Here's your bonus. The probability density function of the normal distribution features a term with 1 over the square root of 2 times this number times the variance. Euler's identity says that e to the quantity I times this number, all plus 1, is 0. You got it. For the bonus. And here's toss-up 6. This man authored a 600-page essay titled Reflections of a Non-Political Man, defending the German war effort in 1918. This man also chronicled the outbreak of cholera in his novella Death in Venice. And I have heritage torque. Yes, you got it. Here's your bonus. Mann also authored Dr. Faustus, which references a character that was the subject of a play by the seminal German writer and poet, the author of The Sorrows of Young Werther.
It's pronounced Goethe.
Yes, that's right. I would have taken either. All right, for the bonus, here's 7. During this meeting, it was decided that kneeling during Sundays and Pentecost season was prohibited, and that clergy were not allowed to perform usury or self-castration. During this meeting, the date for Easter was made independent from the Jewish. I have heritage forest. Yes, that's right. Here's your bonus. Another notable ecumenical council was this 1414 to 1418 council, the first in the Holy Roman Empire, which ended the Western Schism through the election of Mark V and denounced John Hus as a heretic.
No, we don't have socialize. What's it called?
Answer.
College of Cardinals.
Sorry, this is the Council of Constance. You have the right alliteration. No bonus on that one. We'll go on to number 8. 3 galaxies in this constellation of Denebola was given this name to symbolize its tail, and several bright stars located in this constellation include Curtan and Regulus. For 10 points name, I have Mayfield 1.
It's major?
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Name this constellation named after a mythical animal killed by Heracles, and the namesake of a meteor shower in November. I have heritage 3.
Hydra?
Sorry, it's incorrect. No points on that one. This one's Leo. So at the end of our quarter 2, can I have our scores from here?
All right, so we have Heritage with 140 and Mayfield with 40.
Match up? Match up with what you have? All right. Any subs before I read the categories? I have to have subs before I read the categories.
Let's see.
I think you should put that on the
I think, yeah, focus on back here.
Four?
No, no, for 40.
You're out, and then you're in the.
All right, all good?
Yeah.
All right. So here are your options for your categories. You have Russian composers, the Nile, or kidneys. And that's very cool. Run the timer. Thank you. All right. You got it. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Concerning the Nile River, name the 1. North African country where it flows through Cairo. Yes, sea separating Europe and Africa into which it flows. Yes, city known for its library and lighthouse along the Nile River Delta. Yep, capital of Sudan, where the Nile River forms. Lake named for a British queen, the origin of the White Nile. Country whose border with Tanzania is defined by the Kagera River, most distant source of the Nile.
Rwanda, right?
Kenya.
Can you? It's a 6. It's all that. No, Rwanda.
Just okay.
Fine. 30 seconds. What do you want to do?
Okay, so it said north of it said a border with Tanzania, so it could be Kenya or Rwanda directly.
It could be Rwanda.
I think it's Rwanda.
Yeah.
I want to go Rwanda.
Yeah, it's Rwanda.
It's
Rwanda.
either Rwanda or Kenya, but I go Rwanda.
Rwanda, yeah.
Rwanda for the... Getting that one. Kidneys.
That's it. That's gonna be the first one. Kidneys.
Kidneys? Got it. All right, you ready? On the timer? All right. Here we go. Concerning the kidneys, name the 1. Substance filtered by organs such as the kidneys and spleen, which comes in A, B, AB, and O types.
Blood.
Substance that travels from the kidney to the ureter and is expelled from the bladder.
Urine.
Yep. Term for the hard blockages that can crystallize in the kidneys, causing intense pain. Yes. Hormone produced by the glands atop the kidney associated with the fight or flight response.
Adrenaline.
Yes, medical procedure which uses a machine to remove toxins and other substances from a patient with non-functioning kidneys.
Dialysis.
You got it. Functional unit of a kidney which consists of a corpuscle and tubule.
Nephrons. Nephrons, final.
You got all of them. Nice job.
Scores are now 220 for Heritage and 120 for Mayfield.
Got the same? Got the same? All right, perfect. Any subs? Yeah, go for it.
Take care, dude.
Should we go back in?
Same time.
You good? All right, you good? All right. Okay. Good luck, everyone. We have 8 questions remaining. Remember, this is our superpower round, so the earlier you buzz in, the more points you can get. Here's question number 1. This vehicle is currently exploring the Zero crater, and I have Heritage 4. I'm sorry, it's incorrect. And this vehicle is the second to use a landing system called the Sky Crane. This rover discovered Chayaya Falls, which may have signs of microbial life. And a small helicopter, I have 2 for Mayfield.
Perseverance.
That's it for 20. Here goes question number 2. During this battle, what commander's decision to take the TF-34 north in pursuit of, I have a Mayfield 1.
They take Gulf.
Nice buzz for 30. Good job. All right. That'll take us to question number 3. And we'll do a score check halfway through this one. This 1987 works libretto was written by Alice Goodman, and its opening scene depicts the arrival of an aircraft on a tarmac. Act 2 of this work features an extended, surreal ballet performance of The Red Detachment of Women, which ends with a prominent diplomat intervening to save a peasant girl. This opera features Henry Kissinger as a primary baritone. I have Heritage 4.
Nixon.
That's it for 20. Here's 4. A knife-edge test named for this scientist is used to measure the shape of concave mirrors. This scientist used a rotating mirror to estimate the speed of light. This scientist used a gyroscope to follow up on an experiment he conducted on diurnal motion, where he used the change of the plane of oscillation. I have Heritage 4.
Wait.
Sorry, it's incorrect. In a device within the Pantheon. For 10 points, name this French physicist who used a pendulum to demonstrate the Earth's rotation. Time on that one. This one's Foucault. So that one goes dead. Can we have a quick score check now that we're halfway through?
All right, we have Heritage with 240, Mayfield with 170.
Scott, same thing. Same thing. All right, still within striking distance with 4 questions to go. Here's question number 5. During this historical period, Gordian III became emperor after Maximus Thrax was assassinated during the year of the 6 emperors. Following the Battle of Edessa during this period, Valerian became the first emperor of a state to be captured, following which the Gallic Empire formally seceded, though it would be recaptured by Aurelian. For 10 points, name this tumultuous period in Roman history, which almost saw the empire's collapse. I have Heritage 4. Sorry, it's incorrect. I have Mayfield 1.
You're the 4 emperors.
Sorry, it's incorrect. This is the crisis of the 3rd centuries. That one goes dead. And we'll move on to 6. This man first gained acclaim with the Knoll Company for creating the modernist tulip chair. This man who designed the moat surrounded MIT Chapel also designed the main terminal of Dulles Airport and TWA Flight Center, which has since been converted into a hotel. This man's most famous work is the tallest man-made monument in the Americas, situated on the banks of the Mississippi River. For 10, say it one more time.
Hero science.
You got it for 10.
Queen of Tulips.
Here's number 7. Albert Sabin called this man a mere kitchen chemist and denigrated his inactivated virus. I have here for 30. Nice buzz. Great job. That will take us to the last question of our game. Here it is. The Jingtai Emperor ascended to rule this dynasty after his brother, Emperor Yingzong, was captured during the Tumu Crisis. I have Mayfield 1.
Ming Dynasty.
You got it for 30. All right. We have a quick final score check at the end of our game.
So we have our final scores of Heritage 280 points and Mayfield with 200 points.
Agree?
Great. We have to order. Where you go, ready? Ready to get the live stream going for a second?
Go.
All right, competitors, stick around in just a second.
I don't want to go first.
Good job, guys. So what time is it? Yeah. Time is it?
Alright, kid, feel middle of the table, real quick.
Because we have something for Mayfield.
Cheers. Hey, wait, there's which hand? Second place.
Come on in, get it. Give me a middle.
That's it.
Come on in. Hold it. Shake it. Nice job, Mayfield.
Y'all are amazing. Get some pictures with your families, your coaches.
Turn around, guys.
They're good now.
I want those together.
Chair thing. Also kind of like your accountant's like good job. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Thank you all so much. Heritage, come on in. Come on around. I got something for you. Come on. Good job, your champions. Heritage. Nice job. Good job.
Congratulations.
Nice job, man. Thank you.